I was gonna let it play on out. I didn't. I went in and started over. All right. Hey, how you doing? I'm Coach T. I hope all is well. Welcome to our group home discussion tonight. Hopefully I'm not muted. Okay, being all right, unmuted. All right. So guys, I'm working with 3 screens. That's I want to let you know off the bat. Thank you for showing up on time. Wanted to let a little music play for a little while, do something a little different. Coach Joe is cleaning up right now. He's been painting a house, and he'll be on to talk about group home. Today we have a meeting. Tomorrow, our private meeting's back on. So tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we have a private meeting. On Wednesday, we have a private meeting. We just finished our blitz up. Our blitz involved, all right, I'm letting folks involved 2 weeks of basically Monday through Thursday, just giving information away. If you want that information, go to Investing Now 2021 online. It's still there. I did not take it down. So the information is still there. We spoke about fix and flip. We did pre-foreclosure subject to for a whole week, just gave out step-by-step what to do. Also went through live case studies and examples. We had Drive for Dollars to show where one person made over 10 grand in 1 month by doing that one method, Drive for Dollars. The last week, I challenged everybody, as you go home, take 1 extra block in your neighborhood, your community, look for overgrown grass, look for busted windows, looking for what the thing called a mailbox with mail coming out of it, look for something stuck on the window, write down the address and the phone number and just send it our way. And then we'll see if it's opportunity. If it's opportunity, you can make a referral fee and get paid money, guys. So that's opportunity for everybody to win, everybody to make money, everybody to do what they need to do, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to set a win-win situation. So for everybody that new to this call, the reason why we do this, we want to help folks meet financial freedom, right? You got so many people in the world right now that want to get into real estate and just don't know where to get started. This is a great group, in my humble opinion, to get started, because you have 2 coaches that have 2 different mindsets. We love real estate. Both of us love real estate. The difference is I do BRRRR all day long. I get houses under contract for a wholesale price, and I decide whether I want to flip that contract to somebody else or that I decide if I want to buy it. I'm the buyer every time. However, if I don't want to tackle that project, then I just flip that contract to somebody else. That's why I call it fix and keep it, or flip the contract over, right? That's my concept. It ain't a new concept, but that's the way I think. If I put in a contract for the lowest price possible, then, hey, I got options. But if I buy the house too high, I have no options. I have to keep that house. Nobody else wants it. So if I got enough meat on the bone for somebody else to eat, then I may flip it over to somebody else so they can eat, right? And they can have that house. Now, that's the strategy I teach. That's the strategy I coach on. That's the strategy I live by, because that's the strategy that works for me. Now, when it comes to Coach Joe, Joe came to the game totally different. He got, I want to say, I don't know the name of the man, Mundo, trained him a long time ago when they had fix and flip workshops all over the nation. Joe traveled with them. He learned with them. He understands the concept. So he's a private money person. He know how to get your private money and use your money, put it to work for you, as well as he do fix and flips all over the nation. So he started a process of doing group homes in Chicago market, right? Chicago have a lot of houses that got like 3 levels, right? And with the 3 levels, you can actually put a kitchen on them. You can change some stuff up really quick to make those like triplexes, right? So since he do that, he did group homes and started trying to find ways to make more money off of one product. Instead of buying apartments, instead of buying a hotel, instead of buying motels, right? He's using a house and he's creating this environment where he's making tons of thousands of dollars off one property. So that's what he's doing. Too much in my blood right now. I work full-time, 9 to 5. Joe do this full-time. So by being part of our community, you see the difference in the mindsets. You got a person that work 9 to 5 every day, full-time job, got the same concerns, same constraints, same limits as other people. And you have another person that have a whole nother mindset to say, hey, I need my money now. I'm getting it now. I'm actively moving around, and I partner with Joe, right? So we made partnership. I bring the capital, he do the work. He used my private money to work on the properties. He flipped the properties, keep the property himself, or he flipped them, and then we cut the deal in half. You know, We get 50-50 cuts and so on. So do you see the beauty of working with somebody like us together, right? That's what we offer. Now, you see my picture in the background, right? That's basically is my vision board. I believe everybody should start off. I need to learn how to do this right. Start off with wholesaling and work your way up to a franchise. That's the model we teach. Learn, earn, and return. Learn these strategies that we teach you, earn some money, return back as a coach, build a community inside of your community, inside of your city, inside of your state, inside of your area, whether it be on Zoom, whatever. It's not about competition because no competition between you, I, and nobody else because we all different. We all have our own way of doing things and people going to flock to you that like you, right? Like, know, and trust you. And that's what we want to teach you to do, right? Not become a guru because we're not gurus. We're just somebody that did a strategy that worked several times. And we're saying, hey, why not teach others so they can meet financial security, create generational wealth, help others while helping themselves. And that's exactly our strategy. Joe is helping me while I'm at work, working every day, helping himself because he keeps the house, but I make a return on my money and now I don't have to work as hard for it. And I don't like dealing with artists, contractors, right? He good at it, I'm not, right? I'm good at dealing with banks. I'm good at dealing with people that say they're going to do something and do exactly what they say. Now people don't come back and say, hey, I need more money from you. Hey, I found more problems, which is legitimate, right? Legitimate, but that seems like an ongoing deal and that just make my blood pressure rise, right? So I can't do it. So I hope Joe got on. That's pretty much what I got. If he didn't get on, I will open up for some questions right quick until you get on. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can take all this stuff out of the background. All right, stop sharing. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand. Like I said, I know he's at the house doing some work at his own home. He's sprucing it up, getting it ready probably for the market as I should be doing as the same real soon. So I don't feel bad about it because I'm probably gonna start painting my house, power washing, changing some trimmings and doing some stuff too, getting it ready to sell so I can make more money on it. I just bought it last year, bought it with some equity when the time when people are paying $25,000 overpriced. I bought a house with equity and I bought one of the nicest houses on the block, in my opinion. And most of the people in the neighborhood say, how did you get that house? How did you get the house? How did you get the house? Because I'm a bad mamma jamma. That's all I can say. But if you got any questions, raise your hand and we can go from there. And then if not, I definitely can shoot. I definitely can teach. I'm just looking over here to see if y'all raising your hand. I don't see anybody raising their hand. I'm going to cut and paste my information inside of, hopefully don't pop up on the screen. I'm okay. Yeah, it did pop up on the screen. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I ain't sharing anyway. Okay, so I can do that. All right, cool. I can look at the screen. All right, let me let this other person in. If you have any questions, raise your hand. I'm gonna cut and paste my information. If you want to get in touch with me, what I ask you to do is, since you don't know me, you never met me before, most people say the same thing every time I talk to them. And I just advise you to buy the audiobook. It's $9. Learn more about me. And after you learn more about me, you would get emailed an invite to get on my schedule. And then we can talk from there. This way, I don't have to hear that sad story about, I don't know you, I didn't research you, I want to know more about you, and I feel comfortable talking to you, right? You heard my story, you know about me, and now I'm not a stranger to you. You're a stranger to me, but I'm not a stranger to you, right? So that's what I ask you to do. Just buy the audio. I hope that link probably don't work. I need to find another one. Yeah, buy the audiobook. First 2 chapters tell you everything about me, school teacher, why I started the business, and I just told you why I started the business. So, all right. I put the link in there that don't make the little link, the audio, what the thing called? A hyperlink, right. And I don't want your life to be hard. Here go the one with the hyperlink. All right, guys, let me cut and paste this again. And if Joe prolonging too long over there, I'm just gonna go ahead and teach y'all what I know because I got stuff on my computer already ready to go. All right, guys, here go to the screen. And for those who don't know, you can go to Investing Now 2021 website as well, investingnow2021.org, and you can find information on me there. That's one of my websites. Williams Realities, that's one of my websites. That's my buy and hold website. And Pre-Foreclosure Ops, This is my pre-foreclosure site. It's got several of them out there. So we're trying to pull people in any kind of way possible. All right. Coach Joe is dragging. Caleb, I'm going to mute you, man. I'm going to ask you what you got going on. Then after that, I'm going to pull up a slide and I'm going to start teaching. All right, Caleb, how you doing, brother? Coach.
Hey, I'm doing all right. I got a lot going on in the background. I got my baby, you know what I'm saying, with me,
Righty.
like always. But
Too easy.
yeah, man, I'm just trying to get to the next deal. Got some buyers looking at a property. Same property that we talked about last week with the woman she need to move out. So just trying to get some fillers on that. So when it's time to, when it's time for us to perform, we can go ahead and perform on the contract or on the deal. But,
I got some good news for you, man. I got a phone call from one of those guys that went and looked at those properties. I did not answer. He called me right at 8:55 my time. So once I get off this call, I'm gonna text him and see if it's too late. But hopefully he want one of the properties, at least out of those 5 properties that you got.
Okay. Jeez.
I hope so. And I have to text the other young man to see if he's gonna do anything.
Okay. Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. And I got a text message last night from the young man I told you gonna call you. He called me and texted me and said, thank you for hooking y'all up and linking y'all together.
Okay, Mr. Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some more stuff planned.
He's excited. He's excited.
Okay. All right, that's what's up.
Thank you for sharing, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can move forward with something, man. Very soon. I'm hoping to really help you out on that deal right there, because you got 5 properties that you got just by posting on the internet that you're looking for buyers, or you're looking for deals, or you're looking for people that have a problem. So everybody on the internet right now that's hearing me, he's getting deals just by posting, and that's how I got majority of all my deals. People that know, like, and trust me, that's following me on Facebook. That's the main place I post at. Hit me up when they got a problem. They let me know, and we go from there. So, thank you, Caleb, man. I appreciate you for the update. I need to buy some time real quick. Go ahead and do the baby. I don't want to take you away from the baby too long. Then you'll get in trouble with your wife and the baby.
Nah, I don't get in trouble with nobody. She gonna just I might get in trouble with the baby though. She started screaming and stuff. She need her attention. Yeah, man. All right.
Awesome. But Coach Joe, I don't know if he gonna get on. He gonna get on soon. He will get on soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and go what I got right here, y'all. So how do you invest without your money, right? I have not even went over these slides in a while. I don't even know what date I probably did it, but it's good information either way it goes. Always is. So let's go with it. So a quick agenda is we talk about 203K loan. I guess the primary goal is the 203K loan, the pros and cons of it. This information is very generic, guys, but it's what you get. So I'm going to talk away from the slides more or less, but this is how you get started with other people's money. A 203K loan is something you can get in your personal name if you want to get the house in your personal name. We'll get more into that in a little bit. I'm going to blow past this because we can go about it. Y'all already know that. So again, that's who I am. I am an educator. I went to school to be a teacher. I have sold life insurance. I have my license. I'm a motivational speaker. I am active duty serving the military right now as we speak. And I have a lovely family full of boys, right? I have 4 boys. All right. Yep. All right, 203K loan mortgages are backed by the government. Guys, the best thing about this loan that we're talking about today and a way to do with other people's money, I know a lot of folks have been taught not to use loans, not to get in debt, not to borrow money. Guys, tell me one college was built with just cash. Tell me one hospital that was built with just cash. Tell me one airport that was built with just cash. Tell me anything that the government owned that was built with just cash. It's built borrowed money. So I don't know why people teach us not to borrow money. I don't understand the concept. I follow Robert Kiyosaki. You borrow money and you leverage it, that asset, to make more money. You don't go borrow money to buy a freaking car. You don't borrow, you borrow for a car, but you don't borrow money for extra car. You don't go and lean against your house, a home equity line out on your house to go buy another car, right? You don't take a line of credit out on your house to go and get more debt, pay for a vacation, right? But you can take a HELOC, a line of credit off your house, to go buy a rental property where it's going to pay for that line of credit. You see the difference? I bought an asset that keep producing. I don't buy a car that I got to keep spinning out, right? A liability. So 203K loan, if I am able to go buy a house that has some issues and concerns, that's a little busted up, and a bank is willing to give me the money to fix the house by me just paying the down payment, then I'm in business. That could be my first rental property. Once you get in your name for a little while, hey, you put in your name, you work on it, and after whatever time period is seasoned, which is maybe a year, then you just go ahead and flip that deed over into your business name. And now you got out of your personal name and you freed that up, right? So you're going to personally guarantee it no matter if it's in a business name or in your personal name. So that's not even a subject. So a little bit more about a 203K loan that you want to know. Probably need extensive structural repairs. That's when you're able to get it. So when people got foundation, when you're looking at houses that's vacant, they got foundation issues, right? And you want to buy that property, that's a structure problem, right? Probably need non-structured is limited, right? So it's a limited one. You get limited money, limited endorsements. You know, basically every time you go to the bank and ask for a draw, it'd be a certain amount that you have to do, right? So you're limited. But the most important thing, and this is hyperlinked, should be hyperlinked, yes, hyperlinked so that you know where I got this information from. So if you want this, you can get on my schedule. Let me know you want it. I'll shoot it to you, right? Too easy, this PowerPoint. But this is an easy way to get started with your first property. I told you, this program that we have here is great for beginners. Now, I put this in here for a reason, right? Not to just go out there and bust out and tell y'all all the people I know and all the people I partner with, but you have Fund and Grow. Because of Fund and Grow, I got $100,000 credit cards, you know, lines of credit on credit cards. That is a good way to get started by knowing you have funds ready. That cost me $4,000, right at $4,000. I want to say $3,500, but $3,500, $100,000. $3,500, $100,000. I would trade off on that every day. Quicken Books. How do I run my business? I send everything through QuickBooks. QuickBooks Online. Quicken Books Online is QuickBooks Online, basically. And then I do have QuickBooks on my computer. I will be honest and say that I'm still working on getting all my stuff into the QuickBooks on the computer. The problem is I work 9 to 5. My mom is my property manager. I get her doing spreadsheets, right? I can put the information inside of my QuickBooks on my computer and know my business all together. I have not gotten to the point where I take out time to put all the stuff in my information up front and just keep it rolling, right? Because it's on me. So since my mom is my property manager, she used the spreadsheets. I got it in Google OneDrive. I shared the document with her. I see all her updates every time, right? All the updates. So I know when she's working on it. I know when she's not. All right, Deal Automator and Deal Evaluator are two ways I use to do analysis on properties, right? So I have Deal Automator, which is, I just dropped Deal Evaluator, but Deal Automator, this is Deal Automator. I go in there, I can just go in right now. That's Kobe Sperber, the clever investor. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I go in there and then I can do all my, okay, I guess I can't get in there today. I probably, I don't know what's going on with it. My stuff already there. But nonetheless, I can go in there and put an address in there. I can skip trace in there, skip trace and find the owner. I can find out, I can do the rehab in there, take pictures of in there. I can wholesale in there to anybody else in that system. If they're in the same zip code, it's called power linking. And I can remarket people a lot of times in there. So that's a pretty good thing. The evaluator is Daniel in Virginia. I let his program go because I hit Kobe Spurb. I hit it for like 3 years before I let it go, but I did Kobe Spurb and I like it better. All right, businesses. Opportunities are like buses. They're always another one coming, right? So as you start your venture, this journey that you own, it's always a way to do it. The hardest thing that I found in this business, and I promise you, everybody that started already will say the same thing, is what strategy works for you. People want to come in and start doing fix and flips right off the bat. Not saying you can't, Not saying you can't, but if you haven't mastered the art of putting a house on a contract, you got a problem. Because that's the most important skill set you must have in all of real estate, putting a house on a contract, right? People want to come in and take a house subject to. Again, you got to master the art of putting a house on a contract. People want to come in and say, I want to do house hacking. Again, you got to master the art of putting a house on a contract. If you don't know how to do that skill set, everything that's crumbled, that's your foundation, the contract. So why do I like to teach folks how to begin in real estate with wholesaling? Because you learn how to buy the house at the cheapest point possible, the lowest point possible. You got so many advantages and so many opportunities that opens up for you. The tree just keep on giving. It's like a tree that grows up and it bears good fruit. And now you can eat from any of those, any of those apples, oranges, or what have you, right? So that's what business is about. So this business have so many ventures. You have subject to, you have group homes, you have Airbnb, you have fix and flips, you have long-term rentals, right? And you get in and you want to do all these things, but the one thing you must have a skill set on before you have any other skill set is how to analyze the house and get in a contract with the right price. So that's why I say this is a great spot for beginners and a great spot for novice. People that have been in the business for a long time, they need to be reminded on what's the most important piece, right? You don't buy stocks at the highest, you buy it at the lowest. So you got to be careful with this business of running around for all the other strategies. Stick to one and get good at that one and then grow on it. That's just me. So if you don't know me, here's a quick snap of me, right? Coached girls basketball for several years as a teacher, certified, licensed, everything. So I'm not one of them old substitute teacher that became a teacher, right? I'm a real teacher that came to school, went to school to be a teacher and did it. Started an archery club for special ed kids, right? Basically. It was for everybody in the school, but however, I had athletes that played football, ran track, played basketball, did all these sports. But when I did archery, it's something about kids that was in special ed that really can focus and get it. And I created a whole archery team that we traveled in and they competed. And that's me shooting those. I was affiliated with Masonry, and because I'm affiliated with Masonry, I started a mentoring group called the Art of Knights Pythagoras. That's us initiating kids into the Art of the Knights Pythagoras, making good boys better, right? Masonry about making men a better man. And we have a Art of Knights Pythagoras where we work with the junior kids and help them. They're not junior Masons at all. They're Art of the Knights Pythagoras, but we train them. This here is me taking pictures of them washing somebody's car. So I didn't believe in begging for money. I believe in you work for your money. I hate folks that come to me and say, give. Hey, I'd rather you work for your money. So I taught the kids, hey, let's do car washes so you earn the money and not just go out there now. If they just want to give, then that's fine. They want to just donate. All right. That's me and my dad. Because I serve in the military, I got an award from the Chambers of Commerce in Bossier City, Louisiana, for being an outstanding whatever, right, person at the moment. And I am an auxiliary sheriff, so I like to give and help out and go to different areas and give back. So I got a badge to back me, right? So again, all around person. I got several more pictures I could have did, but that's my path to success right there. Didn't want to skim on that. So really short, guys. Really short presentation. It wasn't long right here. FHA loan backed up the FHA 203K loan is backed by the government on their mortgage, right? And intended to help out with bring the lower. Oh, boy, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know my volume was on my other phone. Good Lord, let me turn the thing down. Let's do that again. It scared me. All right, volume down. All right, so that's what we have with that. The amount you borrow in purchase of the home, the renovation, you can borrow the money to renovate the house. So you put the money down, the bank will advance you the money, or you can take draws on the money as you repair the house. That's an easy way to get started in the business, guys. That's an easy way to get started in the business, right? You have one that's, if it's got structural damage, you got a lot of more money you can get from the bank. If it's got no structural damage, non-structural, you get a limited amount from the bank, right? And then so on, right? Too easy. You get with a contractor, they propose how much your work gonna be. They give an analyze, they're gonna give you a cost analysis. They give you a list of everything they need. You just go to the bank, they do the work, somebody come out there, take pictures and keep it moving. And as you do that, they keep getting draws. The The bank keep on giving the advancements. You pay your workers. You keep it moving. At the end, you refinance it like in a balloon note. Get you one note, and now that's your cost, right? That's it. So that's pretty much the process for that. It's different ways at the end. I said that, but it's different ways at the end. Oh, well, I guess I jumped the gun on that one. Again, if you want this, get on my schedule. These are hyperlinked, so you have the checklist for the 203K loan. That's the rehab process right there that I was telling you about, the proposal. You got to do appraisal. The consultants, they talk back and forth with you to make sure you know what you're doing and get it straight and make sure they understand which one you're doing. And that's really it. So not too hard, not too complicated. I can break this down a little bit more. Coach Joe, man, I see you made it. You were taking a little while, man. I couldn't prolong, so I just went ahead and talked about 203K loan, a way that people can get started now. The pictures aren't moving. I hope y'all. Oh, okay, that was Caleb. I'm sorry, 927. That's a long time ago. Hopefully, I can see this. My internet may be acting up. I do stay in the country. It did rain today, so probably internet all jacked up now. Can y'all, Coach Joe, unmute? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can see it.
Okay, cool. Hopefully everything going well now. And I'm sorry that it froze up, guys. I didn't know. Caleb, man, I got this phone on vibrate. This phone right here not. So this phone the one that went off and this phone didn't. So sorry about that. Caleb texted me and said it froze or what have you. Y'all had a chance to read over that real quick. This is kind of just give you a little big background about how that process worked with the appraisal process. Look, they bring the value to the property. If you're buying houses, if you're selling your house, I definitely encourage you to get your own appraisal before you sell it, after you done fix it up and clean it up. And then, you know what? That's kind of like some leverage for you to know you're going to get a great deal. Some folks don't want to spend that $400, $500, $700. Know what I'm getting? I think that's important, right? Home inspection before, you do it, even though buyers can do it. Now, the buyers doing it in your market, and that's a custom thing they do, and boom, you know what I'm saying? Do it. That's when I get you kind of listen to your real estate agent on that piece. But if you're doing it on your own, as for sale by owner, I would go ahead and get an appraisal on my house. I would go ahead and pay for my own inspection, and I would use that as leverage to saying that, hey, if you're interested in this property, I already know how much it value because I got paperwork to bag it, and I have inspection to bag everything that's good on this house and go from there. So, hey, that's just ideal. Market value, that's how much that the market bears. So it's two different things on that too, guys. I buy a lot of my properties in low-income areas, right? When I buy in low-income areas, a lot of folks think that, hey, people don't want to live there, so the house is not worth nothing. That is not true. The house value, but the house value, the market value different. So the market may not be a desirable place to live, so it may not look good to the person that got the house, but the bank go by what the appraiser says with the property. So when I improve my property and put brand new central air and heat, update the roof, the roof of the house, right? And repaint, add rooms to it. No other houses in that community look like my house. So when appraisers come in, they always got to come in and do a special appraisal for my homes. They have to go to the next neighborhood over, which is a very nice neighborhood. And my house gets a special appraisal to be appraised based off of the neighborhood over. Guess what that means for me? My house value more at market rent. Not your opinion rent, market rent. Now, I don't want to stay there rent, market rent, because my house is not like any other house in that area. I have a house that's fully gutted out, maybe like one of my houses that caught on fire, fully gutted out. I remodeled that whole house. I added a bedroom in there. No other houses that they can do a comp on besides the neighborhood down the street and around the corner, which is a special one. And now my house value $80,000, where all the houses around me may value $20,000 and $30,000. Guys, that's what I'm talking about, right? So appraisal's worth it. And the bank says that. Areas of folks on discounts, fixer-uppers. Again, you want to look for fixer-uppers on here. That's why you see a lot of folks buying these old regular houses that you laugh at and that you don't like to see. And you be like, oh, that house is horrible. I wouldn't buy it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to smell it. Boom, boom. Guess what? I don't mind buying those because I know the potential and what you can create from there. Finance purchase and rehab costs, quick equity, right, and low down payment. So that's some of the discounted stuff you get over there. Opportunities, hire contractors. You got a lot of red tape areas out there. You got additional charges and fees for the loan if you do it other ways. You do have the problem about 6 months, right? You got a deadline to get this stuff done, right? You got a deadline to get this stuff done, and you got some upfront monthly payments that you have to do because you actually have a loan on a property for the amount that you borrowed, and you're paying that amount, and then they're gonna consume to one loan at the end that you just pay outright once the house is refinanced into one loan, right? So that's kind of how that worked right there. More to it, just get with your banker on that. I'm not gonna summarize again. I think it's summarized it too many times. My references. So all this information came straight from the internet, guys. This one that hard. All this hyperlink. I just pulled the stuff over so that you can have it in one spot. Again, the reason why you want to do this, you want to take a busted up house, right? A busted up boarded house, and then you want to make it look like this. So again, it's all about putting the house on the contract for the right price, having the option to flip the contract over to somebody else as a wholesale, have the option to fix the house for yourself and be a long-term generational wealth, right? You don't be a long-term generational wealth off of rent. That's just cash flow. You be a long-term generational wealth by buying houses, adding equity to them because of the repairs you did. Now the house value more, and now that equity you have in there, and you pay off the loan, and you have a bigger amount of equity in there. Now you have long-term wealth. You take the equity out of that property, and you buy more properties, right? You take the equity out of that property, you buy more, and that's exactly what I did to get started. I got a HELOC on my house that I was living in. I bought 2 rental properties. I refinanced one of the rental properties, and I paid off the loan that I had on my house. I had my house back with just my mortgage, the line of credit wide open again, so I can rinse and repeat and do that over and over again. That was the strategy I used. I used the bank money, other people's money, not my money, other people's money, but it was my money tied up in an asset that I used to go buy 2 properties, pay off that loan, and then, hey, now I got a mortgage on that house, right? And then I had one free and clear. And then I kept doing it over and over again because the one is free and clear, I paid off. Now I can do a line of credit on that one, right? Guys, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing when you know people like us and you understand that strategy and you have somebody coach you through it. That's how I got it started in this business, guys. Just the exact way I got started without a problem. I do thank y'all. I do have Why We Be Great, this old right here. My Why We Be Great got bummed by the Zoom bomber, so they took it down. So I don't have that channel mode, but I do have a Facebook community. Why We Be Great, Gold Overachievers. I'm Coach T, Coach Terrence Williams. I do have a book, as you can see. Yeah, that's my book right there called Why We Be Great. That's the link inside of the, also inside of the chat box, so that you click on that if you want to buy the book for $9. It's audio version. Basically, you can learn more about me, get on my schedule, then we'll see if we can make you part of our community. If it's a good fit for me and you, the best thing you get from that call is a 15-minute discovery call. I help you to focus on your number one goal. And most people know what they don't want, but not too many people know what they do want. So I dig pretty deep to help you out. I've been trained and coaching there. I paid a coach to teach me how to do it. So, hey, he showed me, now I do it with you, help you to meet your number one goal, or at least learn it. Then we come with a plan and path for your number one goal. That's the whole goal. That's how this works. That's how it works. It's not a I got you. It's not I'm trying to get over. It's, hey, you have a goal. For those who don't know, this is my goal right here. I feel like every person got the same thing. They got enough time on this earth. That's it, 24 hours a day, every day. That's all you got, time, right? You got time. Anchor yourself. Put yourself on a path. Put yourself on a path with that time. Anchor yourself, get nailed in on a strategy. One strategy, right? And then it's going to set you a path, which is the boat, a path for generational wealth, right? That give you a path to generation. It's going to sail through. Right? Anybody had boats, you get the sail and you get it, and the wind gonna take you on your path. You anchor yourself in that area, and then you'll create generational wealth by being the best at what you do. Right? The world in the middle, and the pie sign saying the paradigm. We gotta change the way we think. We gotta change the people around us, the way they think is by actions, by our actions, and then the world will change after that. Right? The world will change after that. And I really honestly believe to inspire, motivate, and encourage. me, inspire, motivate, encourage. So that's all I got for y'all, Coach. I'm sorry that I took your show tonight. I didn't want to prolong it too much, and I ain't good at BSing nobody, so I couldn't keep on pushing it out, man. So I went ahead and just was ready. I pulled that up. I hope that everybody on the call got something from that. I hope you learned something about 203K loans. You understand it's government backed. You understand that option is out there for some regular houses. The bad thing about it is you can't do it in your business name, probably, most likely not. You got to do it in your personal name, but you always can deed that house over to your business later, right? Deed it over to your business later. Your personal loan, but the house is over there. And if you want to, there's ways to get out of that your personal loan too, right? You can sell it to your business in all kind of other ways. That's stuff that get a little bit more fine-tuned, and I don't want to talk about that on this call, but that's something that you definitely have options that, hey, once you decide to do this strategy, if you're part of the community, come and bring them questions, we answer it for you. We set you with our people. You go talk to our people that I use. Like my banker, I literally can call on her cell phone. All right, I got her cell phone number. My accountant, I got his cell phone number. I don't believe in doing business with nobody that I have to go to a business just to talk to. So if I'm talking to them, they're here. I'm here, been here a while. Oh man, I'm sorry, bro. Okay, Joe, my bad, I ain't see it. So nonetheless, any question, guys, raise your hand. I'm going to go ahead and mash the button to unmute y'all and let you unmute as you see fit. Maybe you don't want to put it in the chat box and go from there. And Coach Joe, man, as they get their question together, you're more than welcome to mute, man. I'm gonna yield to you on the floor.
Well, no, man. I think you broke it down exceptionally. One of the things I would just like to add is that, man, right now it's an excellent time to be in real estate. I'm working, doing my due diligence every single day, and I'm at the point now where I actually have to turn business away. I literally have to walk away from deals. And whenever I say walk away from deals, walk away from deals as a actual buyer, as I'm the end buyer. However, the opportunity still remains the same to where, you can actually wholesale a lot of these contracts, because a lot of other investors out there looking for opportunities that don't have the time, can't find a deal, or don't have the resources, some sort. And so here, the time is right now, right now. And, I am the type that, hey, I toot my own horn, as well as, hey, I throw rocks at myself too. So when I'm doing well, hey, look, I want to be the first to congratulate myself. When I'm not doing well, hey, I want to be the first to criticize myself. So that's just the approach I take. So every single day, deals are happening. Deals are happening. I was telling Coach that we're working on a deal right now. My renovation budget for this property is going to be about 40. Yeah, it's going to be between 40 and $50,000, right? So 10,000, that's a big gap. However, that 10,000, that's there for me to, if I really want to jazz this thing up, right? If I really want to jazz it up. So I'm working this deal. I go through, I put an insurance claim because I haven't closed on it yet, but I put an insurance claim on the property because it had damage, and I'm going to fix the house. However, if I can get the insurance company to pay for these damages before we close on it, man. Now, here's the thing. They will issue you a payment up front, and then once the renovations are complete, they'll issue you a payment once they're complete. Now, here's the thing. I do this transaction, boom. And I'm gonna tell you guys how I made it legal. I do this transaction. I don't close on it till the insurance company issues that first check. Now imagine if I say the numbers are $40,000 to fix this house up, they come back and say, yep, $40,000. Now 40 grand, 40, 50 grand is making it sexy for me. To them, 40 grand is making the house, livable and functionable. They issue that payment, boom. We go out, they issue the payment, we go out and we put an extra 10 grand in there, 15 grand. So now what happens? My renovation cost drastically decreases because the insurance company is paying for it. Now, the difference with that, follow me here. Insurance company, that Everything is processed. I'm just waiting to hear what this dollar amount is. It's processed. I spoke to the adjuster today. They issue that payment. Dude, if they do that, the profitability on that deal goes from like 40 grand all the way up to 95. Let me repeat that. From 40 grand to 95 grand. So this is why, I'm sharing with you guys, hey, look, opportunities are there. Get with Coach, get with myself, so we can help you guys sort through these deals, and we can help you get paid. Bottom line, we can help you get paid. Let's do this. Why? My why for doing this? Because I like making money. I like seeing other people make money too. Because I like learning from you guys. I do. So that's why I'm here, man. So look, Coach, hey, I'm pumped up, man. As you can tell and hear it in my voice, each and every day is a new opportunity. Each and every day. And hey, I work hard, extremely hard. And I have a lot of fun too. So Coach, that's my update for this week. That's what's happening. And as you know, next week, boom, I'll be sharing something else as well.
Awesome sauce. One question we had, Coach, and I appreciate you sharing that, man, and sharing the opportunity with us about it. That's why you're over there practicing paint on your house. So when you get there, you can paint that one.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love doing these types of things, man. It's therapeutic. Now, however, I do not recommend for us to actually go out here and do this work ourselves. It's better. We can move faster, and, as an investor when we're hiring other people. As they say, investors make money when they buy. Now, me, hey, as a full-time entrepreneur, hey, sometimes I just have a lot of downtime. I just be wanting to exercise that time. So, instead of me just laying on the couch, gaining a little weight, why not get out and get me a little sweat equity? You know what I'm saying? So, Coach, that's it, brother. That's it.
All right. So one of the questions was, what happens if you put in a claim and for whatever reason you don't close?
Well, here's what happens in this case here. If I put in a claim, I don't close, I walk away with a check. That's what happens now. Now, why do I walk away with a check? Because the house has let me just say that the seller has already given me power of attorney to negotiate this purchase with the bank, as well as to negotiate this with the insurance company and be recipient of any type of funds that come from the insurance check or the bank. So I could just walk away with a check and let somebody else go buy this house. However, look, I like to do things in decency and order. So I'm closing on this deal. The only way I won't close on this deal is the good Lord call me home. And hey, if he try to call, I ain't answering. I'm busy, Lord. Hey, hit me up in about 40, 45 years.
Oh boy, that is hilarious. Oh, hey, I like that one, Coach. I'm gonna have to use that one.
Hey, it's yours, brother.
All right, somebody asked, okay, Coach, what ways that they can look at with you on social media? I just put my WhyWaitToBeGreat community in there, the link to WhyWaitToBeGreat. What ways they can link it with you on social media? Which one?
Man, right now the best way is through WhyWaitToBeGreat. That's absolutely best. That's the best way. So you guys shoot your, look, follow WhyWaitToBeGreat. Shoot your questions in there. We'll be responding. Best thing to do is get the book, get access to Coach Calendar. Then we can actually spend one-on-one time, because that's where learning comes into play. When you got one-on-one time, that's why you go to school, and you've been taught everything you have that way. You go to a group setting, then you get your one-on-one time. So that's the best way. That is the best way. Great question. Great question.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah. Hey, look, you can follow me on WhyWaitToBeGreat, guys. Y'all can click in there, but tell you now, I spend my time with people that want to really have my time. So please get the book, get on my calendar. Let's talk. WhyWaitToBeGreat, a community that I come on almost every day, try to do something almost every day. Do something inspire, motivate, encourage. I do speeches. I do all kinds of stuff. Practice my art. Again, just like Coach said, some of this stuff is therapeutic. therapeutic whenever you do it. I had to let the dog in. She right at the door shaking and stuff. I got the other one in here already. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, you hear them shaking. So nonetheless, I do it practicing, all right? I want to be a better speaker. So, hey, how do you get better at speaking? You practice. You get on, you do it every day. I want to be better at real estate. I read books. I study it. I practice my skill set. I look back over what I've done, and I make sure that I'm happy with it. You do an AAR. In the military, we call it AAR, after action review, right? You review everything you did to say, hey, what meant to happen? Did it happen? Why or why not? How can it be better for the next person, right? So this is a steady improvement process. It's not a get rich overnight scheme, right? Now, I had a method. My method was, I got it right. All right. So my method was start with wholesaling and build on there, right? I wanted 5 houses in 5 years. I got 5 houses in 2 years, right? Oh, wow. Okay, I must got something, right? Then all of a sudden I got 5 more. Then, oh man, I got 5 more. Then all of a sudden I get more. And I'm like, you know what? I'm over my limit. I'm ready to start teaching. I'd rather teach it, coach it, because that's what naturally comes into place. That's where I'm at now in my life. I want to teach it. I want to coach it. I want to applaud others for doing what they said they're going to do. So that's where I'm at in life right now. I mean, I have enough properties. I replaced my salary in the military so that if I retire early, I got a salary, right? Going on, all this shaking. Huh? What? Oh, Lord. All right, guys. She needs some attention. Oh, look at Mr. Don. Don't kiss me. So nonetheless, that's what the goal is now, to help more folks reach where I'm at in life, right? You go back, you step up, you step back, you look down, you look to the left, you look to the right, and say, who will follow it? Let's go with it. Guys, Coach said it. The best way to learn this business is by taking action. It's not about talking about it. It's not about reading about it, not studying about it. It's actually doing it and putting it in action and take action. So if you want to learn, you learn by doing. Then the thing about us, we're telling you, if you go out there and find a deal and you can't close on it, you don't know what you're doing, refer the deal over and get paid. Just send the deal our way. Let us pay you for it. And then, hey, you make a couple of those checks, and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm ready to get started, coach. I want to make more money. Okay, cool. Let's go. All right. So learn, earn, and return. Let's go. Let's stop with the excuses. Let's stop looking to our neighbors. Let's stop listening to people that not doing what you want to do, which is your mom, your dad, your significant other. They're not doing what you want to do. And I promise you, I got into it, all of them. My mom, my dad, and my significant others, right? So they all was like, hey, I don't see this vision. You can't. It's mine. It's mine. You can't see it. And I don't want you to see my vision. I want you to see it through my actions. I want you to experience my vision. I want to take action and you follow with the path and you jump on board because you say, you know, you're a leader. You did it and you proved it, right? That's why. All right. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I'm weak. All right, guys. Any questions, any concerns, anything y'all got about anything? Coach, great job, man. Thank you for that update. Guys, I hope y'all really got something from what I'm saying. I'm not going to prolong this on longer. You got my link for my schedule. You got my Facebook group. Any other questions? We'll be back here next Monday, same time. Everybody in the community is on the call. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we will see y'all there. Wednesday, 9 o'clock, we'll see you. Not going to do the Wednesday at 7:30. We're not going to do that one. We're just going to do 9 o'clock. So everybody else, 9 o'clock, right, through the week. All right, y'all take care. Good night. Thank you so much. Coach, man, we'll talk in a little bit. I think call it man back.